I really didn't want to go for a ride in the rain today, but I had the day off from work and I wanted to go for a bike ride, and it just so happened to be raining. So I decided I'm not going to let the weather stand in my way of a delightful plan. I'm going to go for a ride anyway. And I guess I was feeling a little sassy that morning. So here's the golf course. And the point I wanted to make is that there's nobody on it. There's an old biker riding down the road in the rain, but there's nobody playing golf. And I've always felt that way about golfers. They're a little bit wimpy, and I don't want to come down too hard on them because I play golf not very well or very often, but I play, and I know when I go out and it's 55 degrees, I'm going to have the whole course to myself. Or I guess if I would have played golf today, I would have had the whole course to myself also. But I suppose I enjoy cycling more than I do playing golf. That's the other side of the street. That's the ninth fairway leading up to the clubhouse. Again, nobody on it. And in a few minutes, few seconds, well, right now, you're going to see a very empty parking lot. And that parking lot is usually jam-packed with cars, even on a weekday morning. But not today. There's the driving range and the putting greens. Not a soul to be found. Just some lonely biker taking advantage of their parking lot and driveway. It's a little cut through for me. So this is the Buffalo International Airport, and I was hoping to get some footage of a plane landing or taking off, but that did not happen either. It was just a bad luck day for golfers and flights coming in out of Buffalo. Now, usually I'll be on the shoulder of that road, but I decided to save my pride for another day and hit the sidewalk. This is a very cool tunnel that goes right underneath the main runway of the airport. And the interesting thing, every time I'm in this tunnel, it doesn't matter if a car's coming at me or coming at me from behind, it sounds exactly the same. And I'm constantly spinning my head around trying to see where the noise is coming from. And there's the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel into a traffic circle, and you can see it's still raining there. I'm trying to get a clever shot of myself in the windows of the village of Williamsville. And again, I'd usually be out on the road, but that road, that's Main Street in Williamsville, they used to have a bike lane, and now they don't for some reason. And with the dark conditions and the rain and the lack of pedestrians, I decided once again, save my pride for another day and just get up on the sidewalk and keep it safe. I can tell you that I had both my lights operating, my front light and my back light, which I'd highly recommend. And up ahead, you can see the car parked himself right in the crosswalk, but he's going to leave just in time before I get there. Guys don't park in the crosswalk or stop in the crosswalk. So now I'm back on the road. This is a quieter street, and up ahead here, I think in a second you're gonna, if you're quick and don't blink, you're gonna see a dinosaur. There it is. This is Williamsville is a nice village, very I'd say upper middle class. Garbage day everywhere. And the goal of this trip is to get to Amherst State Park and then to Glen Falls Park, where there's a nice waterfall. And right here, I'm going to make that left-hand turn into Glen Falls Park, which is very picturesque, if not very big. Not super well known. It's kind of on the small side. I think it's only 100 square acres. Does that sound right? Yeah, a lot of birders come here. My daughter and I walk here a lot. It's in just a second, you're going to see a line of apple trees, and we've been watching the apples grow on the apple trees along the path here. And then there's a creek. She's 13. She still likes to look for frogs and crayfish and cool stuff like that. She's super cool. A little bit of gravel, which is always nice after fighting rain and traffic. Nice to be on a gravel path that doesn't have cars threatening to run you over. And you can see in the puddles that it's still raining pretty hard. I tried to keep my camera lens dry, but it was a losing battle all day long. And this is the bridge that goes over Ellicott Creek, which makes up Glen Falls, which you guys are all gonna see in just a couple minutes if you keep watching. Back on the road, so now we're out of the park, and I probably spent too much time videoing this road, but maybe I'll take a minute to ask you a question that my friend Patty and I had a discussion about. What percentage of the population in your age group is attractive? Patty and I are in our mid to late 50s, and my number was rather low. And then Patty gave me her number, and it was much, much higher. She might have misunderstood the question. She was going on about how she can be attractive to character and whatnot. But let me know in the comments how old you are, maybe, and what percentage of the people in your age group that you think are attractive. So just a moment ago, you might have saw way off in the distance a picture of Glen Falls. And now we're in Glen Falls Park. We just passed a pond. We're moving up here, getting closer and closer, dodging puddles, dodging raindrops. It was actually a very nice day. It was, I mean, besides the rain, it was 70 degrees. And there's the falls. I'm going to get even closer and we'll have a great shot. It's not Niagara Falls, but you can check out my bike trek to Niagara Falls video, and there you'll see a really world famous, internationally well-known waterfall, as opposed to this waterfall in Glen Falls Park of Williamsville, New York, which is actually very beautiful. And look at that handsome dude again. And then now I'm on the way home, and I couldn't resist stopping back at the golf course to show you once again that there's really nobody out there. This is the 18th green that you just saw and the fairway leading to it. And the golfers got the last laugh because, of course, you shouldn't ride your bike in the rain because you'll get a flat tire. And sure enough, that's what happened shortly after I left this golf course. I did limp my way home. There was just enough air in the tire to get me home. Like I said, the golf course is maybe a mile from my house, so it all worked out well. Hey, you guys, thanks for watching. Not too many people watch my videos all the way through, so if you're one of the 3 people that made it through here, keep hitting the pedals.